also known as Denise here. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Go ahead and subscribe and click that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I create a new video. If you are not new, go ahead and still make sure you have that notification bell on, and thank you as always for being loyal. You guys seem to engage more with videos where I actually talk about some things other than like my makeup videos that I enjoy doing. Not saying that I'm going to stop that, but I'm going to really try to bring you guys content that is relevant to your lives and that can really help you and motivate you, whatever the case is. So I'm going to be sharing some tips, some money tips. We all want to increase our money. We all want to have a little extra money. We all want these things. So these are the top 5 tips that I wish I would have implemented in my younger days. So hopefully if you're out there, these are things that you can still currently do now and it will benefit you in the future. And if you are young, these are things that you can definitely go ahead and hop on so that you are better set when you get a little bit older. So tip number 1 is to save early. I know you guys hear this all the time, save your money. I'm sure your parents probably tell you it. I'm sure your friends might say it if you got some good friends in your life, but truly save your money. And even if you are at an older age now and you're getting money, you're probably getting more money, save your money. No matter how much money you're making, no matter how much bills you have, and even if you don't have any bills, put something aside and save it, and do not touch it. Let it grow. If you are, you know, a little bit younger, don't have a lot of responsibilities, and you can afford to put more aside, put that maximum that you can really truly put aside. And it doesn't have to be $50. Even if it's only 10 that you can put aside, put $10 aside and in a jar somewhere, and do not touch it for nothing. It's not that important. You guys, we spend $10 on candy, $10 on a burger, $10 on all these random things. Put that $10 down and don't touch it, and let it grow. So every time you get some money, every time you get paid, put an amount into something, a jar, whatever you're interested in doing. If you put it in the bank, transfer it over to your savings account and leave it alone. Later on in life, it will grow and you'll be glad you saved it. So that's one thing I definitely wish I would have done. My money management skills were garbage. I would get money and I would spend money, and I always liked to spend it, but I wasn't really into saving. I went to a phase where I did save, and I was like, wow, like this savings account is looking real good, but you know, that didn't last long. So growing up, I did not have the best money managing skills, and now I'm beginning to implement those. And it did affect me in the long run, sometimes like credit wise, and I'm also like rebuilding my credit. So I'll keep you guys in the loop of that. But tip number 1, save. Tip number 2, only take what you need. If you do not have to take any money from anybody, do not do it. That is including your family, your friends, the government, all these credit cards that they want to throw at you. Oh, if you open up a credit card right now at Victoria's Secret, you can save 50% off. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Do not do it. You guys, like, I know everyone says like you have to build your credit, you have to open up your credit card. I'm going to share with you guys another way that you can build your credit without going into debt. Because sometimes it's really easy to say that I'm gonna open up this card, especially when you do have good credit. You can pretty much get anything. I went through that phase where I was like, oh yeah, I'm finna get this, I'm finna get that. Next thing you know, I spent more money than I actually needed to spend. For why? But I spent more money than I needed to spend, you know, and then I had to bite the bullet down the road. So don't open up these store credit cards. Don't get any extra cards that you don't need. If you're going to school, taking out student loans, only take what you need to get through school and do what you have to do. And look for opportunities for scholarships, of course, or whatever you can do to help eliminate that cost in the long run. But yeah, only take what you need. Don't borrow all this money from people. It's just not worth it. Okay? The next tip is to budget. Create a budget. Whatever age and whatever stage you're in, create a budget. Get a spreadsheet, create your monthly budget, your weekly budget, so you know where your money is going. It's so easy to have money and realize that you spent $50 on food in 1 week, and then you're like wondering why you don't have any money. You have to budget every nickel, penny, dime you should know where it's going. And I know we have these moments where we just want to splurge, where we just feel like, you know what, I got it, I'm gonna do it. Been there, done that. I have the t-shirt, the hat, the shoes, the shirt. Like, I have it all. I've done it. And sometimes, you know, emotionally shopping, you know, you're not feeling good, so you go shop. You're not feeling like something bad, you had a bad day, or maybe you're super happy, or you're going out of town and you want to get these outfits. Budget your money so you know where it's going, and you can create in your budget a think fund. So if you've been saving your own personal money, and then you, well, I don't want to call it a think fund because that's usually for something else, but if you've been saving your personal money in one account that you're not going to touch, most banks or whatever, you know, whoever you're banking with, you can open up multiple savings accounts. So maybe you should have a savings account for the moments, like the spur of the moments that you're putting money in. And when you have that feeling like, man, I just really just need to go shopping, I just really want to go do something, you have money set aside for that. So you're not getting into the money that you have savings, you're not getting into money that you have designated for other things. Create those funds, budget every penny that you have. If you are a little bit younger, you don't really have any responsibilities, still budget your money. I can spend this amount of money on, you know, hanging out with my friends this week. This amount of money is going to go into my savings account. If you're getting an allowance, save a little bit of that allowance. Save $5, you know, and watch how fast and quickly that money grows. Watch how much, you know, you're able to see and feel more productive because you know where your money is going. The next thing you can do is be accountable. Be accountable to yourself. Be accountable to someone else. If you are not the best budgeter, if you know that this is an area that you struggle in, reach out and find someone that can help you manage your money. Okay, money management is going to be the key this year. Reach out to someone. There are people that are capable and willing to help you manage your money. Or if you trust someone in your family, if you trust the sister, if you trust the father, if you trust, you know, your mother, if you trust someone that's really close to you that can help you maintain and be accountable, they don't have to have access to your books, but they can help you come up with a plan and then check up and follow in with you and make sure that you're sticking to that plan. If you can do this for 30 days, you can create a habit and be more financially stable down the road. You can find that you have a little more financial freedom throughout your life rather, and that you're not living paycheck to paycheck. Most of us get caught up living paycheck to paycheck because we're behind and always catching up, or because we're being very frugal. We're buying things that we don't really need. We're living beyond our means. And it's really easy to do that, especially when you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, but you need to keep up with yourself, okay? There is nobody, no matter what people are out here wearing, the social media is just so in our faces now. We kind of compare what we have to other people, but you need to compare yourself and your situation to yourself and your situation. Don't be out here trying to flaunt, and don't be out here trying to break the bank to have these things that you really truly do not need. At the end of the day, guys, these things are materialistic. I would rather have 3 times that in my bank account, 3 times the price of a Louis Vuitton shoe in my bank account than have Louis Vuitton shoes on my feet. I'm not even gonna lie, there was a time in my life a period when I was like, oh, I'm saving this money for these Louis Vuittons because I just want to have these Louis Vuittons for this occasion. And there's nothing wrong with that, but then I had to come to myself and say, you know what, you saved this money to buy some shoes, why can't you just save this money to save this money? There's no reason for me to buy these shoes and I don't have 2 to 3 times that in my account. So if I don't have the money in my account 2 to 3 times, if I can't go out and buy 3 or 4 pair, I don't need it. So that's one thing that I'm kind of adjusting in my financial life as well, and implementing that moving forward, because you know, you can get caught up easily. And it's not that, you know, for me personally, I like nice things, I like fashion, I like good quality things. I rather spend money on something that's of quality 1 or 2 times than go buy 5, 6, 7 things that are not good quality. That's just how I like to roll. But right now, I'm not in that situation, okay? So I need to live within my means as well and maintain these things that I'm kind of telling you guys. Increase your income. I'm giving you guys some extra tips. If you have things that you want to do, I still believe in reaching for your goals, going out and doing things. There's some things money really just can't buy. It really can't buy experiences. It can't buy other things that are going on in your life. So if you can afford to do that, maybe by increasing your income, finding something you can do part-time, finding something you can do on the side to better your chances in reaching some of your financial goals and still being able to do things that you truly want to do, I say go for that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that as long as you have a plan. Write it down. Sometimes everybody wants to have these plans in their heads, but no. Write it down on paper so you know what the plan is. I do this every single month. When I get my paychecks, I write it down. I'm so old-fashioned. I have a notebook with numbers. I write down what needs to be paid, where my money is going, and if I want to increase my income in other areas, I look for opportunities to do that so that I can reach my goals and still, you know, have fun and not feel like that I'm just stuck in a box and I can't do anything else, because that's boring and it can be frustrating and it can be a little sad. You want to be able to get out and do some things. So the best way to go ahead and reach those goals will be to increase your income. I'm sure you have things in your house you can sell. We always have things that we don't need. Everybody has something they don't need. So if you have things that you're not using, clothes that you still have the receipt for that you didn't buy, take it back. Don't go buy any more. Start to be resourceful with the resources that you already have. The last thing I'm gonna tell you guys about, which I love, this is not a sponsored video, but you know what, if they want to sponsor me, they can, because I will forever use this. This is for the people that want to raise their credit score. You do not have to go get a credit card to raise your credit score. There are other ways. So you can open up a self-lender account, and you can just go to selflender.com or selflender.inc.com. One of those websites. I'll link it below. Go to Self-Lender and you will open up a installment. So the way that this installment loan is different than other loans is that you don't get the money up front. So you can choose what the payment you want. So I think it ranges from maybe $25 to $35 to $100 to, I think the highest is $150 a month. So you'll choose how much you want to pay a month. You will pay that a month on time for a full year, and at the end of paying that, you will get that money back. It's also a good way if you're trying to save money and you're saying, hey, you know, this year I want to save a minimum of $50 a month. Go ahead, do it through Self-Lender, because you're killing two birds with one stone. Number one, you're going to save the money. You'll have it in the year, at the end of the year. And number two, you'll be building your credit. Self-Lender reports to 3 credit bureaus, and like I said, at the end of the year, you get that money back. They put direct deposit it right into your bank account. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You'll see your credit score rise, and it will, you know, reflect on your credit as credit history. So every time I've done it, it's always raised my score. The last time I did it, raised my score, I believe like 21 points. And then my student loans came, of course. So I'll be doing it again because this is something that I'm serious about this year. I'm going to, you know, really be digging into my finances. So if you guys want to see some more videos about money management, how I'm raising my credit, go with me on my journey, then, you know, let me know in the comments down below and I will definitely share. I don't have a problem sharing. I'm open, I'm willing to share if this is something that you guys truly want to see. I hope this video provided some helpful information, and hopefully you take some of these tips. If they work for you, let me know. If you liked any tips, let me know in the comments down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.